Marsha said, Liz, what's that link again?
You really want? I can send it directly to you.
LaRon Hirschkorn's going to be on here in a little bit to drop some wisdom on us. So we're all kind of here winning prizes, learning stuff, just taking a break in our cool busy afternoons. And yeah, sign up so you can win. Great. We've got like 6 more people signed up. You guys are doing awesome. What do you think, Yoni? Give it a few more minutes. Let the latecomers come in.
Yes, sir. We're gonna, let them register in. It's picking up a little bit. I want to say hi to people a little bit, just to stir them up. Hi, Nirave from Israel joining us. We got Oded. We got Oleg who already said hi. We got Patrick. We got Saeed. We got Victor. We got YT. Not sure what that means, but I hope it means something. Okay, we got Eileen. We got Angie Morgan, my man. We got Audrey. We got Billy Pecker. We got Dan Hall, Daniel Ahmed, Eileen Lent. I believe it's Eileen from Thrasio. So Thrasio is in New York, I believe, in Boston and Texas. Actually, they have a new thing coming up in Israel. They have a new person there in charge of acquisitions in Israel. So congratulations. Who else we got? Guy Angler. We got Hannah McClellan, James Ludi, Jeffrey Anderson, Kevin Flaherty is here. Let me make him a panelist. There we go. I was looking for him. And I think Liran is already in. So welcome, Liran. How you been?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, great. Great to have you on board. Okay, guys. So if you just entered into the event, welcome in to SellerMania. Glad to have you on board. If you want to win the game, we're going to play White Elephant with giveaways and actually cash prizes. So, sorry, all you got to do is go to menti.com and put this code in, and you'll be able to register into the game. Or if you look at the chat box, you'll see the link. Just you can click the link. It'll take you to the registration page so we can actually draw you as a winner.
And Yanni, I just want to make sure I have this clear. You just announced that we're about to play White Elephant, and you don't know how to play White Elephant.
That's why you're going to be the MC and the game commissioner.
So the way this is going to work is the first person is going to win their prize. But when we announce the second prize winner, that person has the option to either dive into the pool of new prizes or to take that first prize that the first person won, and then so on. And then at the end, the first person gets their pick from all the prizes.
Liz, since Yoni didn't even know what White Elephant was, we should have just made something up. He would have never known.
Told him enough times.
Recording in progress.
Ooh. Okay, recorder started because Liz texted me about that. Thank you, Liz. So welcome everybody to SellerMania. We got to have you on board. No worries, we can also grab that recording from social media because we're already streaming live into social media. So if you're watching this in social media, you want to join us? Join us. Just go visit the ecommercecooperative.com, SellerMania. You'll be able to jump in on board. Or if you just want to join the contest, you'll see on the top here, menti.com. Put the code in. You'll be able to register. We're going to do giveaways and also cash prizes. Liz, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead. You were saying?
No, I'm good.
No, she's good. So,
White Elephant again, yeah.
Yoni, let's wait. Let's do this. Let's give it like 4 comers to come in because Amazon e-commerce sellers are known to be at least 5 minutes late, and then we all act like we can't figure out how to get into a Zoom call. So that's another 3 minutes. So 8 minutes. So once we get to like 8 after, then we'll officially get started. I'm going to go ahead and share this on my social while we're getting started. And once we get started, Yoni, if you want to just tell everybody that's watching kind of the format of what we're doing over the next hour, and then myself and Liz will jump in and explain the rules of the giveaways, which are awesome. And then we will kind of get started, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Very good. Yeah, it's hard to pick up all the sellers in because bullets are flying from everywhere. It's Amazon sellers are just in a battlefield. Those bullets flying. So one more bullet you got to catch is this event. So hopefully they're going to catch us on time. I got some notices here. What is it? What do you want? You want to come in as a feed? Okay. Okay, put him in the stadium. Is he here physically or no? Okay, I just, you see also we have a contestants feed. I don't know if you guys can see this on the top over there. I got to fix that on Zoom soon. But put up also people in the stadium. We got to have a stadium feed. So we're actually here located in the HQ headquarters of the Ecom Cooperative here in the New Jersey Shore. There's a beach maybe 5 minutes away. We're going to try to take actually a visit to the boardwalk after the event. So if anybody's in New York, New Jersey area, they're welcome to join us. We do also prepared some beers here and some food and a lot of environment for the summertime to cool off. So we actually have people here, actual sellers here. They're going to be contestants. They're going to join us for the competition. We're just going to add them to the list and draw their names if they're a winner. If we have a winner here physically, they're going to see the stadium feed or contestants feed, and they'll be able to holler at everybody, which will be cute. Okay, let me see. If you just joined in or you're watching this in social media or YouTube or wherever you are, if you want to join the game, the contest, just visit menti.com and put this code in, and you'll be able to register to enter. We're going to be giving away prizes and solutions, but also cash money giveaways. So anybody who wins is going to be a real winner. So that would be cool. Should we close it up? What do you think, Tim?
I guess so. Do you want, so yeah, let's do that. Why don't while we're doing that, why don't you go ahead and introduce, kind of who's running this thing, what we're doing, the format, our other panelists and what their role is. So like in 4 minutes, just give everybody the rundown of what's about to go down.
You got it. So, yeah. So the show today is going to be pretty simple. We're just welcoming everybody into the mix. Once we do, now we're gonna do a little introductions, but then we're gonna start the game. We're gonna raffle some winners and have some fun with this. Liz and Tim will be the game commissioners. They're gonna run the show on the game. I'm gonna be out of your way very, very soon, I hope. But after we play some rounds of the game and we have some winners, we'll come into the main keynote speaker, which is Liran Hirschkorn from Incrementum Digital. What's the topic you prepared for us today, Liran?
I'll be talking about some of the updates to Amazon advertising. So should be and some data that I've looked at recently.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so you're going to be the keynote speaker. After that, we might play a little bit more games. Depends on how time permits. But as we close the whole event, we're going to close it with the Q&A panel. We have Kevin Flaherty. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Kevin, how you been? You got on mute. Try it out.
I'm doing pretty well, Yanni. How about yourself?
Doing great. Thank you so much. I'm here in New Jersey. I know Liran is in Long Island. I think Yana is in Belgrade and
Belgrade, yeah.
Belgrade and we got Tim Jordan in Kentucky?
Alabama.
Sorry. Alabama, Forrest Gump. I just watched the whole documentary. You're right. Alabama, sorry.
Forrest Gump was not a documentary, right?
No, I saw a documentary about the movie.
I was like,
Alabama and Kentucky are not the same thing.
Yeah. If you're from New York,
we're like sister cousins.
Yeah.
Got it. So we got Liz in also kind of in the South in Virginia. But Kevin, where are you at? Where are you based out of?
So I'm based out of Providence, Rhode Island.
Nice. Northeast. Very cool. Okay, so welcome in. Yeah, so we're going to have a Q&A panel with Kevin Flaherty from Thrasio. I don't think anybody kind of needs an introduction to Thrasio. And they're a trailblazer and pioneer in their field of, buying Amazon, born brands, I guess, and then making it to real CPG companies. We got Yana Krekic from Wild Tea Translations. She does the translation and customization of listings for e-commerce and also Amazon in particular. We also already introduced Liran. Tim Jordan, in case you don't know, he wears a lot of badges. Which one is the badge today, Tim?
My badge is Yana's best friend. That's what I'm aspiring to be today, is Yana's best friend.
All right, very cool.
Aww.
I'll keep that tag. I'll just pin that. And we got Liz Downing from Ticketmetrics.
I'll consider that.
You'll consider it. It probably depends on if I'm actually from Kentucky or Alabama, right?
Yeah. Okay, guys. I need Liz and Tim to take this away for schmooze a little bit for like 3 minutes. Well, I'm gonna set the backstage for raffling the winners. More people I think are coming in. So Liz, you can instruct them to register. This is the last station to get in. So just tell them to go to the chat, the feed, and the whole thing. I'll be right back.
Okay, we got it.
All right. So you tell them how to register. I'll tell them how the game's gonna work.
All right, everybody, take a look at the chat. I'm going to post this link just this once. It's all through the chat. So this is like the last 3 minutes that you can actually get in to win a prize in the game. And Tim, why don't you tell them how the game is going to work?
All right. So the game is White Elephant. And the way this is going to work is we have a bunch of prizes. And these prizes are pretty stinking awesome. If you're an e-commerce seller, you're going to want some of these prizes. We have giveaways for masterminds. We have free services. We have, let's see, I don't want to give it all away, but we have some really great stuff. And these have been put together by great sponsors of the Ecom Co-op, and they are going to be free potentially free for you if you register. Now, because we have more people registered than we have prizes, we have to figure out a fair and equitable way to give these prizes out. And it's too boring to just do a random drawing, right? Oh, Marcia, you win this or this. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to make it dirty. All right. So we're calling this, it's called like White Elephant or Dirty Santa, right? So here's the way the game is going to work. Right now, Yoni is spinning his little wheel of randomness to figure out who the first winner is. Liz is going to announce that winner. and that winner is going to get prize number 1. Very simple, very basic, right? That winner will get prize number 1. Then we're going to randomly draw for winner number 2. Now, winner number 2 has a tough choice to make. They can either reach under the Christmas tree, so to speak, and take the second present, right? The second gift, which they don't know what it is, or they can steal the gift from winner number 1. So you have a choice. I either want to take this, which I know what it is, or I want to roll the dice and potentially get something great or something horrible. And there are some pretty horrible gifts under this tree, so to speak, okay? Then the next round, the third person is going to see what the first 2 people have, and they're going to have a choice. They can either steal one of their gifts or reach under the tree, and on and on. Now, if Liz is the second person and she takes my gift from me because I'm the first winner, then now I get to reach back under the tree and grab something else, right? So if you get a gift taken away, it will be replaced by something. It's just all random luck to figure out or to decide if you're going to get a good gift, a bad gift, if you want to roll the dice for the next gift or take something that's well known. So if you guys are familiar with that, it's fairly cut and dry. At the end of the game, the first person gets to go back and pick anything they want and swap with whoever they took from. So if you're first, you're actually in the best position, right? You don't get a choice at first, but you get a choice at the end. Did I explain that correctly, Liz? I think I did. If not, you guys will follow along, and you guys don't get to pick the rules anyway, so you're going to get what we give you, and we'll just make it up as we go. All right. Cool.
Let's take a moment on the
Yoni,
chat level. We're still preparing the first winner. Sorry for the delay. We have a bunch of attendants that actually registered, so we're happy about the volume. Let's check on the chat if anybody has any questions about it, just so we can configure it to make sure that everybody that's playing is with us. Let's give it a last chance for explanation.
Yep. And Yoni, make sure your camera is off when you're speaking. Make sure you knew that. Oh, and also let's talk about the content a little bit, guys. This isn't just about prizes. This is about cooperative sharing of wisdom and education, right? Do you like how I slipped in that word cooperative? So we've got Laurent Hirschkorn, who's gonna.
Hey Tim, I heard that's not the only thing you're slipping places lately. From Paul Barron.
Into luggage. Let me just preface that. That sounded really bad.
Into luggage.
Oh my God.
Yes. Thank you. So yes, Laurent is going to impart some data wisdom on us via his stuff that he's able to see kind of behind the back ends with Incrementum Digital, and we're excited to hear that. And then we have all these other great panelists, Yana, Kevin, some other folks here that are going to be available for Q&A. So a lot of you are going to be able to ask any questions e-com related to see if we can take a stab at it. Cool? Are we ready yet, Yanni? Because I'm out of things to say. You're muted. I hope he's ready. Either he's ignoring me or he's talking to a muted microphone. All right. So since there's nothing, Yana, will you sing us a song?
Sure. Would you like something from Serbia, like as a national, like a folklore thing?
The Serbian national anthem.
Something
national anthem.
Let's open the event with the
That would be amazing. Kevin, if you had like 30 seconds to waste, or not to waste, if we had 30 seconds to waste and you had 30 seconds to fill, what would be in those 30 seconds right now? We're waiting for Yoni.
Oh, that is a great question. 15 seconds of which I will use as filler like I'm doing right now.
You're doing it right now. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
And there you
I was
go.
expecting so much out of you on this one.
I'm sorry.
You gave us 22 seconds of which is, I haven't had 22 seconds of today, so I feel like my quote has been filled. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I just saw Yoni unmute himself. Maybe that means we got some progress.
Yoni's back. The list is not. We're still spinning the wheel, so we don't got a name yet, but it's okay. I propose we start with the
Serbian anthem.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can just start with the question from the audience. We can flip the wheel a little bit on the Q&A. If anything is an urgent matter, we can start with one question just to fire up the engine on the industry that we all work in, which is the e-commerce industry and Amazon in particular. We can start the Q&A a little bit early. Of course, you guys, you have the Q&A box, so start firing your questions. It could be anything for Liz, it could be anything for Liran, anything for Jim. We can prepare that. Feel free to do it at any moment. This is your moment to get everything that you need from these industry leaders. So feel free to, you know, throw any questions that you have, because by the time we get to the Q&A, hopefully it's gonna be all lined up. If we see anything's repetitive, we're gonna not read it twice. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to read it only once. So we're gonna have a much more centralized Q&A process going. Did we get anything yet or no? Let me see. Okay, what's next? Let me answer that. Registered and applied. Thank you so much, Emre.
Well,
All
that
right,
was quick. Now what?
Yeah, that was the easiest Q&A I had in the world. Okay, by the way, we can you guys see the consensus? You do. Let me put a little zoom on them. They look kind of bored, but let's see if they can say hi to us. Spotlight for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, consensus. You can, if you're say hello, wave. Yeah, wave. This is stadium. There we go.
Oh, so these are our in-person contestants, right?
Yeah, so this is a hybrid event, actually, believe it or not. We have this event going everywhere digitally and virtually, but we have, we're in a town called Eatontown. It's here in the New Jersey shore. It's 5 minutes away from the beach. It's like a beach town. That's why, you know, we thought it was appropriate for SellerMania. It's we're in the middle of the summer. I have these guys, we can see just you guys. It's like the stadium. Maybe you want to propose to somebody. If you're not married, you can propose and see if they agree or something like that, because you have the whole world watching. This is like the Olympics. Yeah,
You mean the
you wanna
Olympics that
propose
nobody's
anything?
watching?
Yeah, right. I don't even know where to watch that. I don't have TV anymore. I just have Netflix. So, okay. So I had a little bit on the stadium. Let me put the spotlight on. I'm gonna choose a victim, Tim. Put the spotlight on Tim a little bit. Add the spotlight, and remove the stadium from the spotlight. Okay.
You got us our names yet for this thing?
I'm pulling the name. Let me see. How has an influence marketing evolved at Amazon? How has influencer marketing? That's the first question that we have here. Let's throw that into the mix. Anybody has an answer for that? How has influencer marketing evolved at Amazon?
It sounds like a good LaRon question.
I can talk about it.
There we go.
As
Go
far
ahead.
as who asked the question?
Ahmed, I think. I'll take a look at the. Can you see the Q&A later on?
I can see the Q&A. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, so how is influencer marketing involved in Amazon? I think the answer is that it really didn't. It wasn't a thing sellers focused on. I would say when I started selling like 7 years ago, and I would say today it's more of a focus for sellers, and more people are looking to add it to their marketing mix. So I would say that today it's more important to focus on not just internal traffic, but also driving traffic from outside. And, you know, I think also the whole creator economy, influencer economy has kind of grown. So I would say that it's getting more popular, and more sellers and brands are looking to, you know, work with influencers and drive that traffic into Amazon, as opposed to, you know, in the past, some people would only want to drive that into, you know, their own D2C site. That's the answer. I'm done answering the question.
Now we're just praying Yoni has a name for us. Yoni.
Okay, man. So much pressure. Okay, I think we're ready. We think we're ready with the first name. Instead of a name, actually, we're going to do this a bit nicer. So the wheel is ready. So we're going to have Ezra Sid. Let me bring him in so we can actually spin the wheel, see who's the winner. Ezra Sid. Promote to panelists. Yeah, we're going to call it the wheel of fortune. Okay. You want to share your screen, Mr. Sid?
You're still spotlighted on
put this in gallery view. Yeah, I got that. Let me see. Where is Mr. Sid? All right. Rename. I'm going to call it the wheel. Okay. The wheel is ready to spin with the first winner. Okay. I hope I spelled wheel correctly. Ready to spin? Spin the wheel. I hope it works. Spin it. Okay, good. This is for the first prize, right, Tim? So you know what the first prize is?
We'll tell what it is.
Yeah.
Liz?
Oh, snap.
Liz, you're supposed to yell their name all excitedly.
Danny Oakman.
Danny Oakman's
There
the
you
first
go.
winner of the prize on the Wheel of Ecom. I don't know if that's what we're calling this thing, but it sounded good. All right. So Danny, you're the first winner,
That's
which
pretty good.
means you've got the toughest job, and it means you have to stay here for the entire show. All right, because you're first and you're going to be last, which is really cool. So
I think he's in here. So can we get Danny in the contestants feed or the stadium? Yeah, go to the contestants, Danny. If you can hear us, go there. I think he's physically here. So we got a physical winner. You can just say hi to us, and you're gonna tell him what he won, and hopefully you get see his reaction. So if not, let me go. Let me actually pull him by the nose. Give me a second, guys. Okay, we're trying to get him in. Let's see if he comes in. It's our first victim for tonight. Where is he? We have, okay, you guys see the stadium feed over there? There's some
Yep.
people there. I don't know what's that about. Okay, that's just people, spectators. Okay. That's just, where's Danny? Is he in the building? Okay, we'll give him 60 seconds before you lose the seat. I'm telling you, we got to go on high speed, we got to go on the turnpike.
Yoni, you're killing me.
Yeah. Oh, we're trying to call him. See, it's easier when you do it digitally. People are just there, Hi there. How do I get the name on the wheel? Okay, Jennifer, check this out. We're going to give you this link to register.
I'll do it.
Try to register. There we go. Help me with that. Oh, I think just a message from me to you. It's romantic. So let me just do all my messages to everybody.
I got it.
Not gonna be like that. Okay, very good. Okay. All right, let's spin the second wheel, I think. Mr.
No,
Wheel.
we haven't
no?
even told him what it was. Where's he at?
Where's he at? Let's tell what it is, and we'll get the reaction afterwards. Let's tell what it is, and he's around. He's around
All right,
town.
so here we go. So Danny, your prize, and I promise this is not rigged because Yanni sent me the list. I had no idea what it was. But Danny, your prize is a 3-month membership to my coaching program that I partner with Norm Farrar on. So it's the Centurion League. It's pretty awesome. We do like 10 hours of group coaching. We have over 500 hours of recorded content. I think it's pretty sweet, but maybe I'm personally biased. And now we're going to find out how sweet it is because our next contestant is either going to decide to steal 3 months, not 300 months, 3 months membership of mine and Norm's program or pick the next thing. So Danny, that is what's physically in your hands now is 3-month membership. That's valued at about $800.
Nice, very, very cool. I think he's coming to the contestants feed. Let's see if he's there. Is he there? Contestants, I'm put you on the spotlight real quick. Oh, they're getting up. So I think that's what's going on here.
All right, let's
Is that Danny over there?
The second one.
Can you unmute whoever's there in the room? Can you unmute? I want to see. I want him to understand what he won. Yeah, we can hear you, Danny. So no foul play. This is a G-rated event. Danny, can you hear us? If you hear, wave. Okay, you just won some buddy time and shoulder time with Tim Jordan.
How's it going, man?
It's good.
I think you just won some time with me. I got to be honest with you.
That's exactly right.
I'm a humble guy, but that's true.
All right, very
right,
cool.
so,
Congratulations, Danny. Let's move on to the next contestant. So the wheel. The wheel guy, can you set up the wheel and share your screen, and we'll start from there. All right, let's spin the wheel.
All right, now Liz, when this thing stops spinning, you got to act excited.
I can
I
barely
want to hear gusto.
Dan Hall, you are a winner.
Dan Hall, you're the number 2 winner of Wheel of Ecom. All right, so in true Dirty Santa fashion, is Dan Hall here? I guess he can post in the chat or something like that. But Dan, you have won either the second prize or you can steal the first prize from our first contestant. All right, so he's in the chats there. I'm watching. So Dan, would you like to steal 3 months membership to Centurion League Mastermind or pick the second prize on our list?
Okay, so we're waiting for the chat, or how's that going to work?
He's typing. All right.
Okay.
Prize.
So he wants the second prize. So the second prize is, I promise, guys, the books are not cooked here. This was not planned. But the second prize is being sponsored by Liz Downing, of all people. So Liz, would you like to explain what the second prize is?
So we're offering a year free of Takeometrics self-serve flywheel tool that helps you optimize your Amazon advertising with an option to try our Flywheel 2.0 that's going to come out really soon. And you're going to have custom onboarding and regular check-ins with me. So it's about a total of $1,600 value for the whole annual thing, plus all the extra attention you're going to get.
Sweet. All right. So that is what kind of dollar value?
About $1,600.
$1,600. It makes me look cheap. All right. So you got a $1,600 prize. Who was our first winner?
Danny, I think he's in the stadium. Danny
open.
Should I spot him or no?
No, we're good. We're good. All right. So do we want to go ahead and give away a third prize now?
Yeah, let's do that. Mr. Wheel, you want to share?
Let's do like five prizes, and then let's jump over to Laurent. Does that work?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so let's go for prize number 3.
Mr. Wheel. Boom. I like this. Mr. Wheel is very disciplined. Go ahead.
I like that Coke ad popping up there.
Mhm. We got a freebie from us, you know.
Hanan Marco, you are a winner.
Gosh, I wish you could just get like 12% more excited, Liz. Like, I want to see a fist bump and I want to see some screaming next time, but you got plenty of time to redeem yourself. Don't worry. All right. So, Hanan, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hanan Marco, you are the third winner. So, you have a choice. You can steal the 3 months of Centurion League membership, the 1 year of Techometrics service, or take prize number 3. What would you like? I'm watching the chat. Number three is actually going to be shown to us by Yoni. Yoni, would you like to show us what prize number 3 is?
How would I see that? To be honest, I don't even know. I can show you the how do I show you the
Yes.
prizes? Oh yeah, this is the gag. I'm whispering like nobody can hear.
Don't say gag. We're supposed to surprise them.
Look
Oh,
at
got it.
WhatsApp.
Okay, so let's go to the stadium. We'll bring up that their gift. We'll let me spot it up, and I'll go over there and bring it on because this is a special one. I hope it's good. Okay, add spotlight. I did that. I'll be right back. Okay,
Gosh, production value. Come on, Yoni, get with it.
okay, I'm
Yoni.
I feel like Yoni just teleported.
Bro.
Okay, which one? Okay, we don't know. Okay, so this is the first gag. You gonna choose the gag? Danny's gonna choose the gag. This is the winner. The winner, the one this. So you won this. I'm not sure what that is.
It's a water squirt.
Oh, it's a pool toy.
Okay.
Hanan, you just won a pool toy. That's amazing.
The toy says cool. And bring out the rest of the stuff.
All right.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
All right.
Make sure in the frame. Make sure in the frame.
You got this. It's great. If you have kids, I don't, but I'm sure they enjoy that. Yeah, it's also. 14. We have a tie-dye kit. We got a tie-dye kit. That's actually
Zoom it in. I want to zoom it in to put it in the camera. Let's see what that is. What is that?
It's a tie-dye kit. Do yourself tie-dye kit.
Okay,
Oh,
make sure you
tie-dye,
want
got
to.
it.
Yeah, make sure you want a dye kit. Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, I'm way too old to know what this is, but I'm sure little girls love it. There you go.
That's amazing. So basically, Hanan, we hope you have children because you just won the crappiest toys.
Hanan,
they
your
can.
daughter's gonna be so happy tonight, man. She even has a little finger painting kit. Your walls aren't gonna be happy, but your daughter will be.
Amazing. All right,
Last but
so
not least, we have
Makeup kit.
a coloring kit. Wow.
all right, is that it?
I hope that's it. Okay, thank you so much, Danny. Great job. Let's mute that station. Mr. Mute Man, please mute. Let's keep rolling. What else we got?
You've still got that one pinned, or am I pinned? Am I talking?
Your
Your
pin,
pin.
yeah. So now it's
All right.
gallery. You want me to just put
So-
you, or Mr. Wheelman is gonna have to help us out?
So just to review, guys, this is why it's important to really consider which gift you choose, because you might get a bag full of crap, right? So our first prize, Mastermind. Second prize, Techometrics here. Third prize, Hanan. Sorry, poor choice. You
But let
did
me
win
tell you a
a bag
secret.
of toys. All right, is the secret related to $50?
Yeah. The secret is that everybody who wins a prize also gets a $25 gift card, but someone who wins a gag prize gets a $50 gift card. So
So the bad news is you got a bag of toys. The good news is you are getting a $50 Amazon gift card. So consolation.
You know what's cute? When we give an Amazon gift card, it actually helps the sellers usually.
That is true.
60% chance. 60% of the marketplace, I believe, is third-party sellers. So we want to keep it in house. You know, it's pretty cool.
All right, let's spin that wheel for the fourth prize.
Okay, well, Mr. Wheelman, let's set this up. No. So spin it again with all. It's okay. Just spin it again. Mr. Wheelman, just spin it now. We can update the list later. I know there's some latecomers, but spin the wheel with what you got. Mr. Wheel, you there? I hope they're there. I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. There we go. Okay. Let's spin the wheel.
All right, Liz, time for redemption. No, he just won, right?
right. I'm I have it all saved up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
you're just
somebody wins
bottling up
again,
that
we'll run it
energy.
again. No worries. We'll keep spinning it if the same name. No worries.
Bottling up the energy.
Yeah.
George, it's George. Ah,
Why didn't you try to pronounce his last name?
because I don't know how to pronounce George's last name.
You're
I'll
like,
try.
George, it's George. It's just George.
George Vandelay.
Yeah,
Van-
you took my
Industries.
thunder. There
That's
you go.
amazing. I would have never gotten that right. I'm so glad I didn't try. So, all right, George, you are the number 4 gift winner.
If
Okay.
you watch Seinfeld, you know the joke. George Vandelay of Vandelay Industries.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
didn't
Yeah,
know.
that was
Yes.
I was about to say that. You just stole my from
Dang
my
it.
list.
Faster than you, Yoni.
There we
Is it a
go.
real person that won?
Yeah, it's George Van Gil. Van Gil.
Vandelay.
I hope I'm not saying it correctly. I probably am.
He wants
All
First
right,
prize.
all right. So George has an option to either pick one of the prizes that's already been given away or take prize number 4. And it looks like in the chat, George says he wants the first prize. Yay! All right, George. So you are going to get now I have to keep up with this on the spreadsheet, the 3-month membership to Centurion League. And you're in. So Danny, are you still there?
Danny
should still
in
be
the
there.
stadium. Can you hear us? If he is,
Yep. So
put,
Danny,
unmute
Danny, unfortunately, you just had your prize stolen from you, but that's okay because now you're going to get prize number 4, the actual prize number 4. Okay. And that prize number 4 is being brought to us by Yana from YLT Translations. Yana, would you like to talk about this translation service that you're giving away?
Yeah, so if you want to expand to international marketplaces, we can like take your content and do it with keyword research with absolutely everything. So you can score big on international marketplaces. If you haven't thought of expansion, you might want to think and start thinking about it because it's very, very trending. And I think the how much is it? Like the package worth? I forgot.
You gave away something you don't know what it is. It is $50,000 in services. Yana is giving away.
50,000
so
Serbian dinars.
she's doing a full translation of 2 of your listings to all pan-European marketplaces with absolutely everything included. Translation, localization of title, bullets, product descriptions, A+ content, text on images, keyword research for each market separately, which is huge. Back-end search terms, also Photoshop of your pictures with the new translations inserted in them. That's a pretty huge package if you thought about expanding.
It is. So I just don't know the value. I think it's more than $1,000. Yeah.
Awesome. And Oleg
like
says,
1,500.
Yana, we will be in contact with your company on the next week. So that's great.
Perfect. Awesome.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to your email.
So now, Danny, you are the proud owner of the translation services. And let's go on to gift number 5. Yanni, if you would, let's hit number 5. And then we will take a brief focus on some content from Leron. Here we go.
Okay, Mr. Wheelman, spin the wheel. So much drama, huh? So much
You guys, it's Maria. Maria, I hope you're the only Maria on the wheel because she didn't actually put a last name, so I didn't have to attempt to say a last name. But Maria, you are the winner.
Maria! All right, so Maria, you have an option. Maria, are you there? If you're in the chat, type that you're here and you're paying attention and you're focused in. All right, there's Maria. That's a
She's
heck
here.
of a last name too. Maria, you have a
I
choice
could pronounce her last name.
Okay, so Maria, aside from the bag of toys, we have the Mastermind membership, the Tikametrics, the YLT translation service. Those are the 3 prizes on the table. Would you like one of those 3, or would you like to know what gift number 5 is under the tree? No pressure. The silence is deafening.
Well, she has to think about it.
Yeah,
You just have to think about it.
TikTok. Let's give it 10
Okay, so
seconds.
she's going with prize number 5.
five.
Yoni, would you like to show what prize number 5 is?
Okay, prize number 5. Okay. All right. Let's set it up. Go, David. Show us what you
It's like, oh
got.
crap, they're going back to the room.
Yeah. We're scrambling with the gags and trying to figure out. Okay. Let's put the stadium in motion here. Okay, Valerie, you and Stadium at the spotlight. Okay. Okay, contestants feed. Okay, we're gonna show you. We're gonna use you guys to show what the prize is. Say hello. Thank you so much. Okay, make sure you point the gag gifts into the camera, guys. Whoever's there. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
number 2.
so the toad says Summer Lovin'. Okay, that's cute. That's a good start.
All right, the first thing we got in gag gift number 2 is some faux fur pillowcases.
That sounds horrible.
The next thing we got is a little shower buddy.
Our buddy.
We got a travel kit that all of the stuff in the travel kit have fallen out. So we got a lot of stuff for travel. We got all this stuff. And then we got a t-shirt. We got a Bill Murray t-shirt.
All right. Well,
Afraid of no ghosts. Oh, Ghostbusters. Okay.
Ghostbusters. You guys act like these are crappy gifts. I want a Ghostbusters shirt.
Yeah, I want one.
It's
All this
amazing.
wonderful stuff is the lucky winner.
I want a shower buddy as well.
All right. So Maria, that is what you've won, including a $50 Amazon gift card. Don't forget about that. So that's what we've got. We've got 2 gift cards and bags of randomness. We've got the Mastermind, the Teacometrics, the Wild Tea translations out. That's what's going on. So I have your names documented. Make sure that all of you that have won a prize stay on the rest of this call because you may have your prizes stolen. Maria, maybe not so much, but there's always a chance. So Laurent, let's go ahead and spin it over to you and kind of take a halftime in the middle of this game and drop some knowledge on us. Is that cool, Yoni?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much. Hope everybody is ready for some content. We're going to talk about some updates in Amazon advertising. And I think there's going to be Q&A right after, Yoni, that...
Yep, it's going to be open Q&A, so you're going to be on the panel, so it's open for everybody. So prepare your questions and let's hit it.
That we can ask some questions. So this is actually something I just prepared last week for another, it was actually part of only a paid mastermind that did this presentation for. So hopefully it's valuable. So I'm going to share my screen and get into it. I apologize if we get any interrupting notifications in the middle. I tried to shut down most of the notifications. So okay. Okay, I'm just going to present it like this. You can see it well.
No chance to do a full view. Like click on yeah.
Better?
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay. Okay, great. Let's dive into it. We're going to talk a little bit about the current state of Amazon advertising. And just starting off, this is actually a post I made in June, which just showed the rising cost of Amazon advertising. So I wanted to give some context to what's been happening on the platform this year. In January, we saw a cost per click of 74 cents, an average across our clients. In May, we saw that, or by May, we saw that increase to $1.08. It's about a 10% monthly increase in cost per click. Average client ACoS went from 20 to about 30. So definitely the cost of advertising on Amazon is increasing. We broke it down by specific ad types. And what's interesting is you see, first of all, sponsored display, which is one of the newer ad types that's available. In January was 40 cents, now 70 cents average cost per click. And also sponsor brand video actually had a higher cost per click some months than sponsored products. So just getting more competitive. This was so that was all based on our data. About a week or so after I put that out, Marketplace Pulse also did an article about it, and they showed, actually going back to January of 2020, basically kind of the same thing really in the last year, this like increase of cost per click on Amazon. It's actually part of the reason why people are looking at more outside traffic, to answer kind of the question before. around influencers. Cost per acquisition, acquiring a customer is going up. This is some additional data. This is actually Perpetua, software company put this out. Sponsored product acquisition increased in the second quarter, 29%. Sponsored brands customer cost of acquisition increased 39%. So there's an increase in cost per click, but it's an indication for brands to reconsider what your target ACoS is. And from their perspective, Perpetua at least saying, you may want to consider increasing what your target ACoS is so that you don't lose market share. Obviously, it's a very individual brand kind of decision, but we're seeing cost per click, again, increase 69% in the second quarter, sponsored brands increasing 15%. So costs for advertising are rising. What is going to be ultimately like the answer to this? My feeling is eventually prices, and I already see it happening, will need to rise on Amazon, especially because there's other pressures on sellers from supply chains, shipping, inventory limits on Amazon, using third-party warehouses. So I think prices will need to come up. But what are the things that we do? Are monitoring budgets, shifting money from to the best performing campaigns, actively managing keywords and bids, harvesting performing search terms and ASINs from auto, broad, and phrase match into specific targeting, testing all the ad types and implementing new ad types as soon as possible. That allows you to get a lower cost per click using long tail keywords, and maximizing impressions with proper campaign structure. Why is CPC rising in the first place? Major brands are just spending more money on Amazon. So if you think about, if you're L'Oreal and you were selling, a ton of product through, CVS and Macy's and brick and mortar, and people aren't going into those stores, you're going to shift your budgets to digital. A lot of that's going to Amazon. More new sellers joining Amazon. Aggregators just have more money. They can afford to spend more money on PPC, and just in general, less organic visibility due to editorial recommendations, video ads, other non-organic placements. It's also easier today to get access to sponsored brand ads with just a pending trademark. So more people are running those sponsored brand ads and sponsored display as well. Okay. Looked recently at July data. Cost per click seems to be stabilizing this month. Too early to tell if it's a trend, but this is kind of what we're seeing across our clients. $1 for sponsored products and sponsored brand video, 80 cents and 60 cents on sponsored brand headline and display. Again, this is going to be very different depending on your category. This is just an average. If you're in, supplements, beauty, these are generally going to be significantly higher. Other categories might be lower. Okay, so let's talk about some new updates that are in the in advertising. There's a new creative assets tab that allows you to store all your images. You would be using this for custom image beta, which you want to use so you can get better mobile images for sponsored brand ads. You can now store all your images. No video yet, but I predict you'll be able to store your videos here too. It just makes it easier organizationally. If you take a look at this video, it'd be interesting for people to comment in the chat who has seen this before, but here's one video in the search results, and here's a second video in the search results. So we've just seen this recently in the UK, more video placements coming. That's a good thing in terms of the cost per click. It likely will mean cost per click may stabilize somewhat or not increase as much for sponsored brand ads because there are more placements. This is something we saw in the UK. I haven't seen it in the US yet, but again, Amazon is testing definitely more video placements. If you're not running video, if you haven't really done that, you kind of missed the boat, but you should be running it. Video, we're seeing video placements now on detail pages as well. So on search results pages, you can target that. It shows up from just keywords that you're targeting, as well as you can now target specific ASINs. The first one auto plays, and then you have other videos that are showing up on detail pages too. So we're seeing more video placements. We're going to continue to see, I think, more. This is new in the last week. Amazon really wants you to drive outside traffic. They're actually giving you a bonus. So they're actually giving you 10% of sales on any traffic you drive from outside that has a Amazon attribution tag. You should look into it if you're not familiar with Amazon attribution, but if you're driving outside traffic, or maybe this will get you to focus on it, essentially your effective commission becomes 5% for that sale because you're getting 10% back of that 15%, commission that you're paying Amazon. More automation is coming. So Amazon has recently added budgeting rules where they're trying to also get you to just spend. I don't know that, Civic Day is a day where there's a lot more shopping on Amazon. But if you click this drop down, there's Prime Day, Black Friday weekend. You can also do a custom range. And basically you can tell Amazon, increase my budget X% on these days, and then bring it back down. We expect to see some bid optimization rules soon. It's kind of in beta testing in the API currently. We haven't necessarily seen great results yet with Amazon's bid optimization, but it seems like more automation is going to be coming to Seller Central. If you're using software, you may not, you already have some of that, a lot of that in place, but more of it's going to come to Seller Central. Another reason to really focus on storefronts, this is something new as well. There's a new engagement tab within storefronts. What it's showing you is specific ASIN level data. So this is all ASIN levels. Before this, you didn't see specific product engagement. You saw store level engagement. Now you're seeing product level engagement. So you can see impressions, how many add to carts a product got, what the conversion rate is. This should help guide you on, okay, this particular product is not getting enough. It's an important product for my store, but it's not getting enough visibility in the store. Maybe I need to move it to the homepage. Maybe I need to get it more prominent. Or this product is converting at a really great rate. Maybe I should make it more visible. Whereas maybe another product is converting not at a great rate. Maybe I should move it somewhere else. So this can really help guide you on maybe what to test and how to position products within your store. There's a new targeting tab. It's in beta, so some of you may or may not have it. But what it allows you to do is see specific data within your campaigns, top performers, bottom performers based on impressions, clicks, or orders. What this does is shows you data here, as well as creating filters that will show you like all your, let's say, bottom performers from impressions, all your keywords that are not getting impressions. Then you can decide what to do on that, maybe increase bids, maybe move them to their own campaign. But this is some sort of easy access to some more data that's within the Amazon advertising tab. So for example, when we looked at like, no impressions or bottom performers, it will automatically do this filter for enabled and impression equals 0 and show you basically, okay, you can see all these targets, the bids are very low and the suggested bid is higher. So maybe you need to increase bids. I would suggest also looking at a long-term history because maybe you had a higher bid in the past that didn't perform. And that's why the bid is low. So look at a lifetime, data, and then look at maybe 30 days. So you try to understand now and in the past, maybe you lowered the bids on purpose because the performance was bad. You don't want to just lower them. You're only going to see that on looking at a longer term basis. It's easier than ever now to create A/B testing within sponsored brand ads. So within any sponsored brand campaign, you can hit a copy button and copy over that campaign. And now Amazon is also giving you suggestions. So if I have one headline, natural ingredients to enhance your ink, maybe now I'm going to test natural and organic tattoo aftercare, or 100% natural tattoo aftercare, or the brand name Mad Rabbit tattoo aftercare. So very easy to do A/B testing now with sponsored brands, and again, especially testing these headline suggestions that Amazon is giving you. This is not exactly ad related, but I wanted to highlight this. This is something that is, I would say, extremely underutilized right now from sellers, which is it's called Manage Experiments, and it's in your brand dashboard if you have brand registry. Just showing two different examples here. This is the first one I had, and I just pulled this one that we ran recently, like within the last week, and started getting data on, or more than a week, but just started getting data on. You can do a split test of title, main image, or A+. We just did the title here. Amazon will actually split test the audience 50-50 in real time. which you can't do through testing through any other means. You can obviously change the title, run that for 10 days, change the title back, right? And you can compare data. But here, Amazon is actually splitting the audience. Based on this new title, we saw immediately an increase in sales. We just ran another one that Amazon is showing us that the potential 1-year impact of just this one title change will most likely result in 90,000 of additional revenue. Worst case, 41,000, best case, 140,000. So one small change can make, incredible impact. This is just one product. And then once we get this better version of the title, we don't really just stop there. I would recommend testing that against another title and then testing the main image, and lots of things you could do to get those incremental sales without, spending really more money, spending more money on sales, just increasing your on ads, just increasing your conversion rate, on your listing. And there's lots of potential. Wanted to talk a little bit about just like campaign setup, just some basics of what we do. Obviously, we do extensive keyword research. I'll show you in the next slide, sorting by relevant terms and search volume. We like to segment keywords into campaigns based on their search volume and their match type. So we might take, if I do keyword research and I have, let's say I have 200 keywords, I might take the top one that has, 100,000 searches a month and put that in its own campaign. For exact match, separate campaign for phrase match, separate for broad. Then I might take the next 10 high search volume keywords and do the same thing, but group them together because there's less search volume. Then I might take the next 30 and then maybe the next 40 and then the rest. So really segmenting out whatever keyword research we do in the beginning on keywords, we negate all those right away from the auto so we can control them running in the manual. We're harvesting the search terms back from auto broad phrase back into all match types. So something is converting, we add it back as exact phrase and broad match, and then optimizing your bids up or down based on your performance and negating keywords, kind of the basics of how we manage. This is an example of our Google sheet. We're using Helium Cerebro. We downloaded, bring it into this macro sheet, and we sort it by relevance. So how many people are ranking on page 1? How many of the top 10 competitors are ranking on page 1 for a particular keyword is a relevancy metric. So if all 10 are ranking, we find that that's going to be highly relevant keywords, and we sort by search volume. And then here you'll see like 6, 8, 5, 4. We find that above 5 or 6 at least is going to be more of the relevant keywords with 1, 2, and 3, where only 1, 2, 3 of the competitors are ranking are not going to be as relevant. And again, we're segmenting based on this keyword research that we do. And then after we start the campaigns, we are continuing to segment by moving keywords out that haven't gotten impressions into their own campaigns. And again, moving some of the higher spend keywords, also segmenting them if they're in the main campaign with lots of other keywords. So it's an ongoing effort to segment. ASIN research, we do manually or with Helium. In Helium, there's something called the competitors in black box that you can use. There's also a free tool for Chrome called Pick ASIN that allows you to just like click on ASINs and it'll add them to this little like tray in the bottom, and then you can just download and export it. And we do kind of the same thing. I would recommend segmenting, harvesting ASINs from categories. So with ASIN targeting, and you can target categories in sponsored display as well as sponsored products. And then in your search term report, you'll see those specific ASINs that are converting. There's a lot of new things in sponsored display as well, audience targeting that I recommend testing. Wanted to address some common mistakes that we see with expected ACoS. So typically somebody might come to us and say, I need to get a 20% ACoS, or I need to get a 30% ACoS. And oftentimes they're basing that ACoS based on their margin, break even, profitability, but the way we recommend figuring out what your target ACoS should be is by backing into the number based on the data. So as an example, it's very easy. You can take any one of your products, even if you don't have another product launched yet, and put it into your sponsored products, put in some keywords, and you can kind of get an idea of what the suggested cost per click is, and get an idea of what the cost per click on average is going to be for keywords in your category. and look at your list price, estimate your conversion rate. I would say somewhere between, 7% and up is decent for advertising. But estimate your conversion rate. You could look at your overall conversion rate for the listing in your business reports. Generally, we see advertising doesn't convert as well as the entire listing, what you're seeing in your unit session percentage, but estimate a conversion rate, estimate your cost per click. How many clicks does it, if your 20% conversion takes 5 clicks to get a sale, 5 clicks times 225 is going to be $11, and your ACoS is 37%, right? By the way, 20% is considered very good. So if you have a new product, I wouldn't necessarily estimate a 20% conversion rate. I would estimate lower. But this is a better way to figure out what your reasonable ACoS can be when you're with your products. Okay. I wanted to show some examples. This is a supplements campaign. This was a ginseng. I took all the low impression, all the no spend keywords within one campaign, moved them into a separate campaign, and they started getting spend and sales. So it just shows that this segmentation I was talking about earlier works. This is another product. This is one individual product. Started advertising it in April, and was able to kind of continue to increase spend without, let's say, decreasing the ROAS, and really able to do that by segmenting out the keywords in the proper way and continuing to do it in a way that allowed us to continue to spend. And again, this is a supplement as well. So 30% ACoS is like really good. But through those methods, I'm kind of sharing with you here, able to continue to increase spend without necessarily decreasing the return. Some notes on sponsored display. It's really meant to be more of a top of funnel advertising, which means it's not supposed to convert immediately. It's supposed to be more brand awareness. So it's something good to know around sponsored display. We haven't seen the best or as good performance on sponsored display recently as we have for sponsored products and sponsored brands. And when you're doing this, there's also retargeting, and I would recommend segmenting out. There's something called advertised product and other than advertised, meaning retarget people who have seen your product, and then retargeting people who have seen other than advertised product. I would segment these out into 2 separate campaigns. If you have this in your consumables, if you have consumables and you have this, not everyone has this, but if you have something under audiences and sponsored display, and you have a consumable product, highly recommend you use this purchasers, people who bought your product in the past. You can retarget them. We find that works well. And the ACoS there is typically very, very low. Some new things that are there as well. You can now optimize either for visibility or optimize for conversions, depending on what your goal is. So you have these options now in sponsored display. Generally, optimizing for higher conversion rate will probably mean less traffic, more sales. Here, you're going to get more traffic, maybe less sales. But again, depending if your goal is around brand awareness or ROAS. This is what I was kind of talking about, segmenting in separate campaigns. So you have this similar to advertised product and advertised product. Don't put them both in the same campaign. Generally would recommend splitting them because each one of these is going to perform very differently. Your advertised products is going to perform probably better. People who saw your product already and are coming back versus people who saw a competitor product and are seeing yours for the first time. Some other just general recommendations, highly recommend if you haven't really built out your storefront or built it out as much as it needs to be, that you do it. This is something we saw Amazon testing a couple of months ago. I haven't seen it recently, but this is actually showing up on detail pages, or was showing up, where Amazon is really taking, driving traffic on the detail page and highlighting the store if you had it. But again, it's in testing. It may come back. And again, I think storefront's getting more and more important. It's also the only place on Amazon where your competitors can't put an ad. Amazon posts, we've seen it on and off under this like related inspiration at the bottom of search results on desktop. It's been on mobile for a while. It's free. Again, if you're not using it, you should. Lots of reasons, free traffic. People can follow your brand and see maybe some deals that you have on their homepage when they're following your brand. And to some extent, you'll be able to send some messaging to these followers at some point. Maybe live already, but for some people, sending messages to your followers. So this is called Manage Your Customer Engagement, where you can send a new product launch to people who follow your brand. And lastly, if all else fails, you can go buy this PPC cream on Amazon, and maybe it will solve all your Amazon advertising problems. So anyway, that's it. I know this was really quick because tried to get this. This was actually a presentation I did in about an hour, but here in around 20 minutes, consolidating it. But we can maybe, if there's questions in the chat or in Q&A, can address them. I'm the CEO of Incrementum Digital. We're a marketing agency helping brands with advertising and just building their brand on Amazon, creative brand management. And I'm also advisor to 8Fig, which is a growth capital and supply chain tech company. So that is the presentation.
All right, great stuff. Thank you so much. I think we got some questions in here. So you want to take a look at the Q&A so you can read them and answer them? Take a look.
I can go through it now if you.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's do that. So I'll wash it off, and then we'll prepare the game. I'll make sure the wheel people here are ready to flow some more prizes, and then we'll hit the last part of the Q&A session.
Okay, I'll answer this easy one. How much is the PPC cream? I don't know, but the way I found it is somebody who has that cream, I think, reached out to us to manage their ads, and so I'm like, oh, PPC cream. Okay, so Jennifer is asking if we haven't sponsored a video yet. You said we were too late. What do you mean? If we sponsor a video by the end of the month, we'll be seeing what CPC should we use for toy games category to be seen. So you're not too late. You should run it, but too late to really have that first mover advantage. It's now widely used. The people who launched it early were getting 10 cent, 25 cent clicks, 30 cent clicks, 40 cent clicks. It's higher now. Still a great opportunity. They still work well. They still convert well. They still get great click-through rates. They take up a tremendous amount of space in the search results, but too late to really have that first mover advantage. If you're in Europe, I think you still have the first mover advantage in Europe for it, and should really jump on it there. But you should launch it. Cost per click, toys games category. Can't tell you offhand, but probably $1 to $2. I think in that category. I don't think it's tremendously high, but I would highly recommend running it.
Okay, so maybe we'll hold off on the Q&A and run some winners, and then consolidate all the Q&As for you and everybody on the board on the panel. Or is there something that you saw that you want to urgently touch? Take a look.
First of all, there's nothing I urgently want to touch.
I mean, address, yeah.
especially with Tim in the room.
Got it. Okay.
No, but we can go to it. I mean, they're all probably good questions, but we can just do it after.
Got it. Okay. I just want to bring out some more winners here. Before we raffle, anybody that's here on the chat, if you haven't registered to be part of the wheel that's spinning with the prizes, put your name on the chat right now, and the wheel will add you on. I calibrated the wheel. He's really, really friendly right now. So anybody here? Okay, Victor, thank you so much. We'll see you later. It's recorded, so you can watch recording later.
Yoni, there's some good questions also in the chat panel if people can compile. Besides,
Liz, that's on Liz. Liz, you please, if you can, just attend the chat and the Q&A. Make sure we answer everything. Even if they have to leave, it's recorded. We can publish this later on or address them actually directly, our members of the co-op. But for now, anybody here that wants to be a winner, just add your name. So Michael Galstein. Okay, Mr. Wheel, make sure to add Michael Gladstein, I think. And then Sol Weiler. Please make sure to add Sol Weiler and Oleg Nico, NICU. Okay, if you're already inside, you're good. If not, the wheel will make sure to add you. Okay, we have Mr. Wheel here. I think I'm gonna get him a hat and everything and a T-shirt and Mr. Wheel. Okay, the wheel is answering.
Call him the
Michael.
third wheel.
Oh, that's good, right? Okay, Michael Gladstein said you're added. The wheel said that you're added, so you're good to go. Okay, Mr. Wheel, share the screen. Let's spin the next prize. Tim, you announce it. Let's go.
Yeah, and while that's spinning, for those of you that just jumped in, we have 5 prizes out right now. We have George, Dan, Hanan, Danny, and Maria all have prizes. Whoever wins this spin will have the option of stealing a prize that's already out or rolling the dice for the 6th prize in our basket. So go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, Liz, don't let us down. Gusto.
No pressure.
Gusto is what we need.
Eileen Earls, you are a winner.
Oh, that. Oh, wow. You guys said before me, there's a little delay. Pretty cool.
You're always one step behind, Yoni. Always
Yeah.
one step behind.
Yeah, taking
Don't
it
be
slow.
mean to me.
All right. So
I think the Heineken's kicking in, but yeah.
it is. It is. So is Aileen, are you here in the chat? Respond yes if you're here.
Okay, we'll give it 5-10 seconds. Eileen is here. I would mastermind with him.
Oh, she's
Ooh.
already picked. So Eileen, you have an option of taking one of the other prizes or number 6. You've already chosen. You would like the membership to the Centurion League Mastermind. So that means, let me write your name here. You've got it. George, you have been booted. You've been booted from that prize, unfortunately. But George, that means that you get prize number 6. All right. So George, you get prize number 6. Prize number 6 is brought to you by our good friends at Getita. Yoni, tell them what they've won.
All right. So you've won $5,000 in free Amazon FBA reimbursement. So if you're a Getita user already, we'll add these credits to your account. If not, you're welcome to join. We'll get you $5,000 in FBA reimbursements. It might take us today, it might take us 500 years, but it's a guarantee. So $5,000 extra will come back in your pocket. If you're not sure what's going on, what this all means, actually, let me spotlight myself for the first time. Basically, what it means is, if you sell on Amazon on FBA, we're gonna go back in your account 18 months. We're gonna audit for all these issues that happened. Maybe some of the inventory got lost, damaged, destroyed, disappeared, and got overcharged with fees. We'll catch that. We'll open cases on your behalf. Make sure Amazon provides you the reimbursements that you're eligible to receive, and we're not gonna charge you anything. So it's gonna be $5,000 extra coming to your pocket. So hopefully you'll be the winner, or somebody will snag that away, right? That's how it works. Tim.
Yep. That's
okay,
it.
so I hope it's you. If not, well, good luck to the next runner up. So what are we doing now, Mr. Will? Should we do another one, or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's keep rolling. We got a few more prizes to give away. So that is George. George has got the Getita giveaway, and Aileen, I'm sorry, I'll figure out how to pronounce that in the mastermind. You've got the mastermind membership. So we'll go ahead and spin, and let's see who won number 7. And number 7's not bad. It's actually a huge package. No comment, Laurent.
Juan Ruiz, you are a winner. And boy, did you wait. So let's take a minute. Does this mean that this is number 7? We're drawing for number 7 right now?
No, he gets a choice. And I've already said it's a big one. I shouldn't have. So
yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Juan, or maybe I'm tricking him. Maybe I'm making him maybe it's just a huge gag gift. So Juan, you have the option. You can select to choose one of the other gifts that have been given out, or take gift number 7. So you have to tell us in the chat, Juan, what would you like to do?
You got the spotlight, Tim.
Gift number 7.
He wants gift number 7. So let me read this off. The big package comes from Melissa Simonson over at Empowery. And this is everything that's listed. I'm going to be really, really fast. Basically, Empowery is a co-op that has a lot of different service providers, and they're giving away a ton of different stuff within that kind of framework of service providers that they have. You have a merchant account review. These are all from different providers. $450, freight forwarding review, $500, Amazon listing review and copywriting training, $2,500 value, product sourcing review and insights. This is looks like consulting, $1,500. A free product demo video review, individualized fulfillment review. So all of these, and there's tons of stuff here: bookkeeping review, delegation training review, state sales tax review, and action plan. So these are not necessarily services. All right, we're not saying that all these services, but it's reviews done by professionals that know this stuff, which is absolutely essential to have someone looking over your shoulder and making sure you're doing stuff in the best way possible, right?
I'm going to pop it into the chat, Tim, so everybody can see.
You're popping into the chat just so you can see how big this package is. I didn't even read everything, but it's big. Yeah, it's in the chat. It's a lot. So you've got everything from training to reviews to insights to consulting to all sorts of crazy stuff. It's big. Again, these aren't like free marketing services, and they're not doing like videos for you, but they have people doing audits of your existing listings, existing marketing to make sure that you're doing it correctly and providing some insight. So that'll come from Empowery, Steve Simonson, Melissa Simonson, that crew. So that's a pretty big one. So Luis, I'm putting your name in the chat there. You are, I'm sorry.
Juan.
Ruiz. I don't know why I said Luis.
Jeez Louise.
I've got
That's
a
why.
I've got a VA named Luis who's texting me on WhatsApp and it keeps popping up in the bottom of my screen. Subliminal. All right. So let's go on to the next gift then. So we have a lot of gifts out while we're pulling up the wheel.
So wheel time.
Techometrics package, the translation package, the 5,000 free reimbursement to Katita, the mastermind membership, and the big Empowery package. So the next winner, you get to choose from one of those or take gift number 8. Spin it.
Okay, Mr. Wheel, spin it.
Liz, I need you to get like a full breath of air. I need you, like,
I
if you can go
can't
take a
get
shot of
one, though.
espresso right now.
Audrey Aze. I'm not sure how to say your name, but Audrey, I'm so stoked to tell you that you are the winner for the next.
That was good. It wasn't like a lot of volume, but it was a lot of energy. And
She
I
said yay. She said yay with 2 exclamation points. So I
She
did a
said
good
yay.
job.
So she's making up for your lack of gusto.
No,
That's-
don't you do that.
Don't you put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. All right. Sorry. So Audrey, you have an option of taking one of the past gifts or choosing gift number 8.
She's happy. So we know
She's
that's a
happy,
good
but
start.
she's thinking.
Let's go with.
Oh,
she's
down,
leaving
3
us some
dots. Look at that.
suspense.
She's putting the drama. Look at that.
Dot. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Either she's leaving us hanging or she's really thinking.
I think she's running for the drum roll.
Number 7.
Oh, she's jacking gift number 7 from Juan. That's rough. Juan, that is terrible. You have had your gift jacked. I'm sorry. Audrey now has it. She has Melissa Simonson's big package of gifts. And you, Juan, are going to get gift number 8. Is Jason here to talk about his gift? He's not
Jason
in the panel with
Hannon?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll throw him in the mix. Let me see if he's here actually in the crowd. He might be in the crowd, maybe not. We'll give it a moment.
Oh, Juan, I'm sorry.
I know,
So how many
Juan's
more
really
prizes do
bummed.
we have, Tim? How many more prizes do we have?
We have, after this, we have 2 more. And Juan, don't take it out on us. Take it out on Audrey. Audrey's the villain here,
I
not
think
us.
I see Jason there over there. Let's take a look at
There's
him.
Jason. All right.
There.
So
Jason,
gift
my
number
man.
8. Gift number 8 is coming from AZ Seller Kit. And Jason, the man in charge over there, is going to briefly describe what that product is. And here you go. This might make you feel better, Juan. You get $2,500 towards a subscription to this service. That's
So
not
let's turn
small
that
money.
frown
That's a lot.
upside down.
So turn that frown upside down. So Jason, tell us what exactly that means, having $2,500 towards AZ Seller Kit.
So AZ Seller Kit is a software for private label sellers that really does automated pricing.
Louder.
AZ Seller, it's a software for private label sellers that does automated pricing, helps you to increase your margin and find that sweet spot for your items. You might be selling your items for a little bit less money than you know is possible. Best case scenario, the software finds a way to raise your prices, then you're able to double down on your ad spend and bring your listing with an upward spiral to make it basically closer to page 1 with a higher margin, and that's the the ultimate goal. There are a bunch of other reporting tools that have business intelligence, like forecasting tools, replenishment reports, inbound shipping reports, financial reports. It's basically a whole suite of tools that will allow you to run your business without having to download hundreds of spreadsheets or having to use 7 different softwares. So that's AZ Seller Kit in a nutshell.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. What's the value of the package?
$2,500.
All right. Congratulations. $2,500 worth of software value. It's a subscription for the whole year. Thank you so much, Jason, for that.
Look to working with you.
All right. Okay, Timbo, take it away.
Yep. So Juan, you are now locked into that, which is a pretty sweet deal, $2,500 worth. And we are ready for gift 9. So gift 9, let's go ahead and spin that wheel again. And remember, whoever's winning this prize, you have an option to jack any of the other prizes that are out currently, or take prize number 9. So spin that wheel.
You guys, Jeffrey Anderson is the next winner. Jeffrey, put it
Just
in the
because
chat.
you say "you guys" doesn't make the excitement higher. Like, you can't say,
I'm tired of you
Oh my-
criticizing my own
Oh.
style of enthusiasm.
"Oh my gosh, how exciting. It's Jeffrey Anderson." Liz,
Don't
you know I
pair
love
me
you.
up
I'm
with
just
him
teasing
ever
you.
again, Yoni.
Guys, what you don't know is Liz has been under the weather with her summer cold for like 6 days, and she's powering through right now. So I'm giving her a hard time.
You guys.
So Jeffrey's in the chat here. He says he wants gift number 9. Big Jeffro, let's see what you won, Yoni.
Okay, gift number 9 is, let's take a look. Oh, okay, let's set up the gift. Go ahead. We're gonna stream the live room here. Give me a second here. All right, gallery view, Mr. Live Room. Let's see what we got at the spotlight.
Jeffrey's like, crap, if Yoni's showing my gift.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. All the gifts, all the the crummy gifts. I gotta break it down the news. Like
Now everybody's gonna associate Yoni with crappy stuff.
look at the seller we got there. Such a loyal soldier. Just sitting there watching the whole show. It's pretty awesome. Okay, bring the gag gift. Yeah, show us what you got. We gotta have Frank Acosta presenting to us. Okay, put it on mute. Unmute it. Let's see what we got. Mr. Soundman, unmute it. Show us the toad. What does it say on the toad?
Where we at?
Okay,
ready, baby?
summer. Okay, that's a nice toad.
All right, we got
Toad
this.
is
We
cool.
got this. We got this. We got the first. We got a Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man bowling pins, that's classic.
We're going bowling. We're going bowling. All right, we got that one.
Oh,
Oh, this is a crazy one. We got the. Who sees this?
what is it, Poodoo? So Poodoo, congratulations on that.
It's like a poop bubbles thing going on here. Goodbye.
Hey, that's a pretty crappy prize.
We have balloon launchers. Whoever's going on.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Hey,
really
hey,
cool.
Jeff,
This is
Jeffrey,
cool.
if
I
you don't want
actually
that,
want
you
to
send
take
that
this
to
one.
me.
I want to take this one. And last but not least, we have foam.
Just random phone. Great.
Fun foam. All right.
Okay.
And a $50 Amazon gift card. So you're not completely screwed. And to be honest, the water balloon launcher is pretty cool. So you can't go wrong there.
That was great. Okay,
All
Mr.
right.
Salmon, you can mute it. And what do we got now, Timbo?
So we've got our last prize coming up. So we're going to spin the wheel again. We're going to get our last winner, and we're going to see everybody leave the Zoom call that's on the live stream right now because you all are just here for the prizes. Remember that we're having more Q&A after this. We've got some great industry experts who are going to be fielding more of these questions. We're going to get Laurent to dive deeper into some of those questions that were being consolidated. So as we pull up that wheel, let's remind whoever's about to win, you've got an option for the Mastermind membership, the Tecometrics membership, the YLT translation services, the Gatita $5,000 of free reimbursements, the giant package of stuff from Empowery, the AZ Seller Kit $2,500 subscription, and whatever's next.
Or any of the wonderful tote bags full of
Or
crap.
any of the tote bags of crap. Except for the balloon launcher. All right, here we go. Liz, this is your last opportunity.
Tim, I'm gonna be having a conversation with you later. Morris Staba. Morris! Everybody give it up for Morris.
Morris is our final winner. So actually, we hope he's our final winner. If he's not in the chat, he doesn't get it. If he bounced out and quit already, we're gonna draw another one.
There he is.
Oh,
There he
he's in the
is.
live room. All right, Morris.
There you go.
So Morris, we're gonna do this, and then you guys remember we have to go all the way back up to.
Well, no, Morris gets to pick.
We can hear you, Morris. So don't be
Morris
too noisy there.
Morris gets to pick, and then we have to go all the way back up to our first prize winner, Danny. So you guys don't tune out yet, and Danny, I hope you're still here. But
Well, the 10th prize hasn't been revealed yet, so we do one more spin, right?
I know. So Morris, if you're there, you have a choice of one of the prizes already, or do you want to take prize number 10?
Do we have a visual of what the prizes are?
What's the prize? We got to tell him what the prize is, or he doesn't know? He doesn't know, right?
You don't know this is, yeah.
I was networking.
All right, so you weren't paying attention. I feel like that's your fault. All right, so again, we have a master. All right, listen close. Mastermind membership with me and Norm Farrar. you have Teikametrics 1 year of service with their PPC software, 2 entire listings translated from IoT translations, 5,000 in free FBA reinforcements from Gatita. You have a giant package of stuff from Empowery, a bunch of audits and reviews for your listings and your marketing. You have $2,500 in subscription to AZ Seller Kit, or you have the potential number 10 product, which you don't, or prize, which you don't know what it is. So you can choose one of the past, or you can choose to take number 10.
Decisions. Look at the drama. See the.
Look, we got a whole
TikTok.
panel making this decision.
What? Anybody want to advise him? Maybe the chat. On the chat, people can advise him what to do. I'll tell them what people are saying. Okay, we got they're saying pick number 3. Somebody's saying pick number 3 on the chat. You can add. You can throw in there what you think you should get. Number 3 is highly recommended. What is number 3 again?
Number 3 is the YLT translations package.
Got it. Okay, that's good.
Or was it a bag of crap?
Well, we're skipping those. I think we should
a bag of crap.
Yeah, we'll skip the gag ones.
No, but people who have the gag ones want to give up the gag ones.
Yeah, they're not giving up the gag ones. Nobody's taking their junk. All right.
Okay, we'll give you 10 seconds. Doesn't matter. Just pick a number from 1 to 10. Let's put it this way: 10, 9, 8, 7. Unmute him, Mr. Soundman. I want to hear what he picks. Okay, Mr. Soundman, unmute the live room. Okay, is it unmuted? Boys, can you hear us?
Go with the Teikametrics PPC.
All right, congratulations, you got it.
You're stuck with me for a whole year, buddy.
So Teikametrics for a year. So that's going to Senior Morris, which means Dan Hall, you have been booted from Teikametrics, and you have now won prize number 10.
Oh, Andrew's here.
And we've got Andrew Morgan who's going to jump in and tell us what prize number 10 is. And as soon as this is done, we're going all the way back to Danny.
Hello, all my beautiful people.
Andrew, my man, welcome in.
Welcome. I've been here just hanging out. I just was about to just snack on some food behind the scenes. So, but the prize for today is I'm giving away a free audit, a PPC of a listing, and then of your entire store. So for us, I think that's the best way to decide your path forward, and whether it's the next 3 months or 6 months or whatever you're doing on Amazon, is to kind of just start with kind of analyzing and auditing everything you're doing, and then see where you can improve, whether it's conversion rate, whether it's traffic, and then making decisions around that. And so we want to set somebody up to be ready for success.
Awesome. That's a custom look from Mr. Marknology here. That's a big deal. So congratulations, Dan Hall. You are hooked up from Mr. Andrew Morgan's there. Appreciate that, Andrew. So
thank you.
So now that we have all the prizes out, do we still have Mr. Danny Oakman here in the room?
I'm putting him on the spotlight. He's there. Danny, what do you have to say? What's going on? What's the decision he has to make, Timbo? Give him in a nutshell.
So, Danny, since you were the first and the first to get stolen,
I'm pretty sure I already gave my word to my buddy over here, to Jordan, that you get the honor of spending some time with me. And I'm looking at his face right now, and I just don't want to take that away from you. I don't want to hurt you like that, man. It's you and me, brother.
All right, so Danny's going back and stealing prize number 1, the membership to Centurion League, which means Eileen, you are going back to Danny's, which is the YLT translation services. So Eileen, whether you're selling internationally or not, that's the prize that you're winning. It's what now. Let me ask this, Yana. If, for example, if Eileen is not currently selling internationally, needs her or listing translated, can she gift that to another seller that she knows? Is this transferable?
Yeah, sure. She can do that.
All right. So Eileen, if you don't like this prize, you can sell this bundle on eBay and get some quick cash, or you can give this to another seller. You can barter this joker if you want to. So it's a great value. So all right. Well, thank you all for playing. We appreciate it.
Franklin's here.
Who?
Frank is there. Don't worry. It's okay.
Oh,
it's,
y'all are just yelling at each other. Y'all have had too much
stuff.
beer already, guys. Come on, it's only 5:30 over there. So let me run back through the prizes, and then anybody that won a prize, we've Yoni, I guess we've got their email addresses when they signed up.
Yeah,
for the
we'll
game.
make sure to reach out and
We'll make sure to reach out. You get your prizes.
Well, and I think that Gatita should pay for the shipping on the gift bags.
I think they should. So hey, if you want a gift bag, which actually has some cool stuff, and gift cards, remember, keep an eye on your email address, and we'll get that taken care of. So prize number 1, the Centurion League Mastermind, goes to Danny Oakman. The Tika Metrics package goes to Senor Morris. Gift bag number 1 went to Hanan. Sorry about that. The YLT translation services went to Eileen or Aileen. Gift bag number 2 went to Maria. The Gatita package, $5,000 free reimbursements, goes to George. The big Empowery package of audits and all that stuff goes to Audrey. The AAZ seller kit goes to Juan. And then the Marknology listing audits from Andrew Morgans, and probably a little consulting thrown in there too, goes to Dan Hall. I think that's everybody. So congratulations to all our winners. Remember your gag gift, guys. You also get a $50 Amazon gift card. So watch out for that email. And now back to kind of the main show. We should have all of our Q&A stuff ready regarding PPC back to Laurent, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna do right now. We're gonna open up the panel. So we need Diana to put her camera on. I think it's already. Kevin is on. Great. Liran, we need you back on. We're gonna head. Now we're gonna do the good stuff. We got 30 minutes to just rock and roll, Q&A, whatever you guys need. Anything that comes to mind, rock and roll. It's all for you, for the seller. So let me just set up the gallery view properly. Okay. Andrew, if you want to kick in anything, you're welcome to stay with us. Let me see the flow here. I think we're good to go. I'm going to put myself out of the game because this is a big league, you know? Okay. All right, Q&A, fire up. I guess, Leon, did you want to kick it off with the questions that you already see in the Q&A? Of course, any attendees here, shoot on the Q&A, whatever you have on the chat or on the Q&A. Or if you want to raise your hand, we can even bring you in. You can talk to us face-to-face on camera. This is all your show. So, Liran, let's kick it off. And let's go.
Okay, cool. So first question is brand referral bonus in USA only? As far as I know, yes. But that's not 100% sure, but I think it's US only, yes. That's from Oleg in the chat. What is the average converting rate on Amazon? I think if you're talking about average, probably around 15% is the average conversion rate. That's what we see across our clients, but ads and organic might be a little bit different. We can go to the Q&A and go through some of the questions there. Munil is asking, and then anybody else can feel free to chime in too, but given the increase in the number of sellers plus increase in cost of selling on Amazon, will there be a big churn in sellers churning out on Amazon by next year? My opinion is that there's always a big churn in sellers churning in and out. I don't know that it's going to be any different, but I think there's many sellers who have sales like let's say less than 100,000 a year, just among all the sellers. So, but yeah, I think to some extent, I think more small sellers will be getting squeezed out. It's kind of my general opinion, because you need to be more sophisticated. You need to start thinking about outside traffic. You need to sustain, higher shipping costs, spend more money to launch products. So I think small sellers with lower budgets, it'll be much harder to make things work with the amount of budgets that it took, in the past. So I think really that's the answer. The smallest sellers will be getting squeezed out. It's kind of my general feeling.
And Liran, I can add to that as well. We've certainly been seeing that within the marketplace, with an influx of capital that has flooded into the market to acquire Amazon brands. We've also seen, in tandem, an influx in supply for those sorts of brands. So more sellers are raising their hands saying, hey, look, exactly for those reasons, Liran, shipping costs are going up. You need to be a little more sophisticated to continue to operate on the platform. And a lot of sellers hit sort of a certain point at which, they say, hey, look, I didn't get into Amazon to, continue to scale, bring on employees, etc. And we've certainly seen an influx of supply, which we anticipate going forward as well as it pertains to brands looking to be purchased.
Kevin, you're with Thrashio?
Yes, that's correct.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I've had some conversations also with aggregators and including people within your company. And it's kind of the same feeling, like smaller sellers are gonna have a harder time. Not just ones looking to scale, but like really people starting with small budgets or who this is not their main thing. I feel like it's getting more difficult.
For sure.
Okay, so that's the video question answered. Can we say Amazon is adopting the Facebook model of sorts, and the crux being PPC is going to become expensive? We'll be needing more data to get better results, hence spending more. Definitely, I don't see PPC getting cheaper, but I think it's gonna probably stabilize at some point. I don't know about the Facebook model per se, but I think also Amazon will find ways to open up more inventory. It's kind of what they've done in the past, where cost per click has gone up. They've introduced another ad type, another placement, and that seemed to stabilize. But yeah, PPC has definitely become more expensive in this year. And yeah, more data is always analyzing data and understanding it, and and again, there may be brands that figure that influencer marketing is a better source of better return, than a cost per click for a supplement where we've seen clicks $20 a click for pet supplements trying to get top of search on the most competitive keywords, right? Like, yeah, maybe that money is better spent elsewhere. Yeah, it's definitely getting more expensive, and you just need to get better at it, have better listings, and go more granular and optimize more based on what we're seeing. Okay. How do you estimate how many sales per day that you would get by placement on a keyword, position 1, 2, 3? Oh, so this is a good question. Brand analytics is a great tool that you can utilize to understand how many sales you might get. Brand analytics shows you the conversion share that a particular listing that's getting the top 3 clicks, the conversion share that they're getting. And if you go by estimates of how much traffic that particular keyword has, then you can try to understand maybe how many sales per day are being driven, or how many sales are the top sellers getting, conversion share getting through that particular keyword. So you can get some estimates based on combination of brand analytics, conversion share, as well as search either search frequency or search volume from third-party tools. Okay. For instance, if I were to rank for dish soap in organic position 3, how many sales would that position give me? Yeah, so I think looking at first of all, you can look at the competitors that are there and seeing their estimated sales. They probably rank for other keywords, but if it's a high search volume keyword, a lot of sales may be coming through there. And again, looking at brand analytics and estimated search volume is how you would figure out that answer. Amazon PPC costs are up 30% in 2021. Should we choose 1, external traffic, or 2, retargeting? I don't think it's a choice between those two. Retargeting is, if you don't have traffic in the first place, retargeting is not going to help you. So you need to have traffic in order to retarget anybody. And I think maybe you need to experiment with external traffic to see if it can work for your brand, for your product. I don't think sounds great to say external traffic, but it's not necessarily an easy answer, because your conversion rate on external, I think, will not be as good as traffic internal into Amazon. But I think you want to experiment with a variety of, again, influencer marketing, Google ads to Amazon, social media ads. You can use attribution, and you can track it. Okay. Let's see. I think there was.
I just want to make sure that we mark it as answered. So
Yes.
Which ones did we answer yet?
Yes, some of them required me to type it, but yeah, I'm marking them.
Yeah, if you just type it and put like a dot and keep it moving forward. Yeah. Okay, good. We cleaned up very, very nicely.
Okay, what is best practice to create a great Amazon listing and images? Like Fiverr or Upwork or any special websites for it? I mean, lots of service providers and the ecom cooperative, I'm sure that you can look at, or other places. I think look at your competitors that do have great conversion rates. And you can look to model what's working.
Let's check with Yana. What do you have to say about that, Yana? This is a little bit more your alley, no? What's the best practice to create a good Amazon listing and images? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I also say like you have to check like where your competitor is doing, and then maybe like especially if it's like a highly competitive niche, you really have to see like what are the keywords that are maybe like I would say that you might want to pick the keywords that are not like the top search volume and like the ones that are like everybody using. Like you want to find out like maybe the ones that are like maybe like lower search volume, but they're like also highly converting as well, and then you pick those. So you also want to maybe rank for some of them that not every one of your competitor is ranking. So this is like how you kind of get the edge, like when talking about your competitors in like a very highly competitive niche. I would definitely say that for listings, you definitely have to have a really good keywords and really good keyword strategy. It also has to be like a really nicely written listing that talks to your audience, conveys the message, and so on. But I really think that the most important thing for your content are definitely going to be the keywords when it comes to text. Of course, images and the product images are very, very important. But when it comes to content, I think that you really need to kind of put in everything so it fits like naturally and blends in naturally in your listing. Definitely.
All right, very, very good. Thank you for that. We have a little small question from Jennifer. I just want to address. How can we get info on all the experts giving away prizes? Can we get a discount on services? The answer is yes. So you could just, I'll make sure to put my email here. I can show you who's who and what and what discounts are available. So I'll follow up with you, Jennifer, myself. Okay. I hope that answered the question for who was that answer the question had that question? Do you remember?
Sorry, Jennifer.
Jennifer. So I hope Jennifer that answered your question.
The link is looks like.
Got it. And now we have the next one from Monil. Did you want to read that one, or is this?
I don't see it.
I see giving the increase of the numbers of sellers plus increasing cost of selling on Amazon, which means PPC, non-PPC advertising, supply chain price.
I answered it.
That was answered. Okay,
yeah.
Very good. So we could just okay. Jennifer says thanks. Very good. Okay, now I want to open it up. So it seems like on the Q&A level, things are kind of cleared out. So anybody here from the audience that want to kind of maybe raise your hand, I can put you as a panelist. You can share your camera and ask us more questions directly. If not, we can just focus a little bit but more. I can take a moment with Kevin. I want to start with Thrasio a little bit, see what's up with Thrasio, what's on their plate, what's going on, so you can share. Then we can touch a little bit more with Yana, maybe a little bit with Andrew if we got more time, and of course Liran. So Kevin, it's your show. I want you kind of to touch base with us. Tell us what's latest and greatest for Thrasio at this point. You got on mute though.
Absolutely, and certainly appreciate it, Yanni. I think bit of background, as you guys probably know, Thrasio is the largest and first aggregator within the Amazon FBA space. So at this point, we have acquired over 135 Amazon-centric brands and businesses, have been able to raise over $1.8 billion of capital, and started just about 3 years ago in September of 2018 with a core group of 5 people, and have since scaled to roughly 1,200 employees worldwide. When offices existed, places like Boston, New York, Houston, and then across the globe, places like London, Germany, Portugal, Japan, etc. I think latest and greatest is we recently brought on an early employee from Amazon, George Hess, who will be heading up our continued European efforts to continue our leadership position there. We've been able to commit capital to other international markets, namely the UK, Europe, Japan, as well as capital for China as well, which we've announced publicly. So, all is well over there or over here at Thrasio as we continue to scale and continue to ingrain our leadership position within the space.
Got it. Just a little bit background about yourself. Like, tell us what you do at Thrasio. What's your mission? What's your goal? What's your purpose? What do you focus on at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started in March 2020 at Thrasio as our first hire on the acquisitions team. And since then, or prior to Thrasio, I was in the private equity and venture capital space. So focusing a lot of investing in underserved areas of the capital markets, namely, places outside of Boston, New York, San Francisco, and utilizing different economic development incentive plans to do so. So bit of background on me is in my last role, I found myself really drawn to the CPG space. A lot of the deals that we were looking at were all over the place, and I always liked the products and the types of deals that you could touch, feel, taste, etc., and really resonate with that marketing. Came across Thrasio and really was fascinated by sort of the model of acquiring and growing and scaling businesses that were direct to consumer CPG products that had cash flows right off the bat. A lot of direct to consumer CPG companies might be burning cash, but these were cash flowing right off the bat. My favorite stuff or my mission, what drives me is quite honestly just engaging with sellers. We've made over 100 millionaires at this point, and really able to connect.
You said over 100 millionaires or 100? What was the number?
100 millionaires.
100 millionaires. That's unbelievable. I don't think there's a lot of you guys are like almost like the lottery in a strange way. Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. But for us, that's one of those things where being able to understand where someone is coming from and understand why they started the business and what they're going to do afterwards and help them reach those goals is a big thing, being sort of a seller facing role like myself.
Got it. All right, thank you so much for that. We do have a question here from O'Neill. So Liz, did you want to present the question?
Sure, Yoni.
Go ahead.
Is there a place for multi-channel brands in the roll-up space? Not just Amazon and Walmart, but including other sites, Overstock and Wayfair for furniture, Verishop for fashion. Are you guys looking in those places, or are you just focusing on Amazon?
Yeah, so to be clear, what we're focusing on is what I typically call Amazon centric. So, 50% plus of revenues being generated on Amazon. But if there's sales from other revenue channels, such as Overstock, Wayfair, etc., we certainly would take those on. And even if there's a significant amount, we've purchased businesses that are generating 30% of sales from Amazon, with 70% off Amazon. So as we continue to grow, scale, and mature, we continue to look at different types of deals and transactions, with Amazon certainly being our bread and butter, which I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. But yes, simple answer is yes, we would certainly take a look.
I think also, just to jump in, that the answer is that, among the aggregators, each one's going to have a different view, right, on that, right? Like Thrasio might want 50% Amazon, somebody else might want 80% Amazon, somebody else might not care, may not care if Amazon is 10%.
Yep.
But there's likely in the roll-up space, among the people there, somebody that would be interested.
Yep. Thank you for that, Liron. For every seller, there's a buyer.
Yep. All right. So I got Andrew here. Maybe Andrew, you want to say hi? Or did you have a question in mind?
Yeah. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear it now. We can see. We add you to the flow.
All right. Yeah. I guess I got a good question for Kevin over at Thrasio. I'm a new seller just starting in 2021. What types of things should I implement in my business when first starting off that will prepare me for exiting in the future? What things should I start from day one and, the best, have a good organized business?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I typically say legal structure. So just having a clear legal structure for the brand and the business. That way, when it's time to sell, there's not intermingling assets or entities. It's just easier for everybody. Additionally, I would say sort of a clear brand mission or clear brand vision, right? A lot of times sellers will utilize, I'll call it a spray and pray model. And that's certainly a strategy as it pertains to launching a bunch of random products quickly. versus really focusing on sort of launching a fewer number of products that are specific to enhancing the vision or sort of the message of the brand, right? And so at least over here at Thrasio, I would say that we tend to place a higher value on brands or businesses that have that sort of synergy of products and brands versus a more spray and pray model, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Andrew,
it does.
Can you share with us, Andrew, a little bit? You're a seller, you're an Amazon seller, beginning of your, share with us, I guess, what's your mission? What's your target? What's your dream? If you had to paint a dream for us for the next year or 2 or 3, what's on your mind? I want to scratch the seller's mind at this point, especially coming in 2021. It's very interesting to us. So go ahead.
I guess, my dream is to just launch one product, or I already launched a product, and I want to make that one successful, launch another one, and stick with, my brand and keep launching, keep growing. And I'm very very focused on my customers. I've, talked to many of them just to give my customers exactly what they're looking for and grow the brand. And yeah.
Is this what you're doing full time, or right now this is kind of a side? Another track you laid out while you have a regular job. What's your status on that?
I still have my regular job, but I put a lot of hours into this as well.
So I guess part of the dream is to be able to detach your regular job and spread your wings as an entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Are you right now in Detroit, Michigan, or am I wrong?
I am.
There we go. So shout out to Detroit, Michigan. We did spend some time, I believe, in Vegas 2 weeks ago. So good to see you there, right? We set out the Top Golf, played some golf there.
Oh yeah, fun time.
All right, great. Good job. Okay, so thank you so much for that, Andrew. Okay, anybody here once again? Thanks a lot, Andrew. Thanks so much. Okay. All right, so let's put it back on the gallery view. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so anybody with attendees, once again, like Andrew, if you have any questions, something you want to hit us directly, you feel free to raise your hand, and we can, spin around, your questions, hopefully answer them. All right, so now we touched a little bit to Kevin. We got maybe 11 minutes left for this session. So we'll touch base, I guess, with what's going on with either Yana or Andrew or Liz, who wants to take the next shot here at giving us some knowledge on what they're seeing the angle with the e-commerce space.
Well, there is a question actually about how to connect with Tim and Norm. So George, I'm going to put my email address in the chat just because I don't remember Tim's offhand, but just email me and I'll hook you up with those guys.
Yeah, I do believe it's also Tim at theprivatelabelagent.com as well. I do believe, if you ever need that. But okay, who wants to give us a little deep dive into short and sweet though, into what they're focused on, what they're working on at this point? I think I want to touch Yana. It's kind of late there. I want to respect the time. So Yana, tell us what's going on in your space, in your world, what the seller should be aware of.
Yeah, so when talking about expanding internationally, and I understand that not everyone have expanded, but ever since pandemic last year, things have gone like crazy, and definitely going overseas, I don't know, anywhere like Dubai, Japan, Europe, no matter like what, like a non-English marketplace has been super, super trending. And like right now, like at this point, we're doing around 3,000 products every month. So that's really big. And people like brands that haven't thought of expanding earlier are doing it right now. So I think that people think that they're definitely leaving money on the table by not expanding to other marketplaces. And I know Thrasio has been doing that with a lot of their brands. We also cover the translations that done for Thrasio and for other aggregators, and people just see like really big potential in that. What's very important to know is that recently, just a couple of months ago, this regulation has been there for a long time, but this is the first time that Amazon has actually started pushing it. So if you're selling your products to any other international marketplaces, you have to have the label, like the packaging has to be in that language. So if you're selling in like Germany and France and like Italy, you have to have all of those like little like text like on back of your packaging. Otherwise, it would not reach its destination. Like we've had some clients that were like their packaging were stopped like in France because they didn't have the French packaging on the back of their product. So what people usually do is like the peel and seal labels and stuff like that, or they're just gonna put like all 5 languages on the packaging so they don't have to worry about that. But that's something that will not get your product delivered where it's supposed to be. And the second thing is a lot of people have a lot of trouble like shipping products from the UK now to Europe because of different split inventory, post-Brexit problems, and so on. So a lot of people, what they've been using to send like products via Germany, because now if you send it from the UK to Germany, it takes like forever. It takes like up to 2 months. But what people do now is that they ship their products through the Netherlands to get to Germany. It only takes 2 weeks, and you don't have to have a Dutch entity like VAT or anything. You just ship the product like that, and they get there in like just a couple of weeks time. So that's something new and something which is happening and trending in Europe.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much for that. We do have a quick question for you from Andrew. I have one product in market that is very evergreen, meaning it can sell all year round and would work internationally. At what point should I expand internationally? And what is your recommendation of countries to launch in first? I think you kind of answered that, but if anything else you think we need to answer, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just always think that you should be kind of first like established at your own home marketplace, and then after that you should like do the expansion. You should just go like everywhere without any like business plan or anything. Like I would suggest like you kind of starting like on the US marketplace, which is your home marketplace, seeing like how difficult or how easy it is for you over there, and then after that like thinking about expanding. Maybe like a lot of people from the States, they go to like Mexico or Canada first, and after that they go to Europe. Because if you want to go to Europe, there's like a lot of like VAT problems, and it's not that easy to just kind of send your product and start selling there. So until you're like kind of well established, or you understand that maybe the US marketplace has been like saturated with your product, it's maybe becoming too difficult for you to sell, then you might consider other marketplaces, but not before you've like really started selling and done that for like at least like 5 or 6 months. That's what I would recommend.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay, thank you so much for that. All right, I want to head over to my man Andrew Morgans. Give us a nutshell what you see on your end, what's hot, what's not. Take like 2 minutes, drop it on us.
Yeah, Yoni, Yana, that was a great update on Europe. I would agree on all those things. It's great potential sales. A great place. Like, I've had a lot of sellers that can't even get going on the US after a year, not really, maybe in a hard segment, that move to Canada or Japan or Australia and really see results. So it gives them like faith to keep going. So, in some ways it can be like, it can supplement their business. Or like low PPC costs, all those reasons. So, maybe it's choosing English languages first to get your feet wet, and then, expanding from there if you don't have the bandwidth to change your labeling and all of that. On my end, it's continue to establish my warehouse and my 3PL here in the Midwest. As there's a lot of people migrating, the coasts are backed up. The Midwest continues to be a win for logistics. So growing there, as well as acquiring my own small brands, my own small Amazon brands, really focusing on what I think a lot of FBA sellers are missing, which is the branding and the storytelling aspect of building a brand. That is something that's existed since the beginning of time. That just, at first it was a lot of, in my opinion, techie entrepreneurs like willing to take on the complexities of the Amazon algorithm and figuring out the challenges of selling on the platform, but don't really understand how to storytell, don't really understand how to sell directly to customers. You have these manufacturers that have been making products, selling them in brick and mortars and never getting any live feedback from their customers. It's always been to Nordstrom, or it's been to Dick's Sporting Goods, or it's been to Walmart, and now they're getting direct feedback from customers. Being able to help them take that feedback and turn it into better products, as well as just like me as an agency, get my team and my resources just that much better to the next level at that creative branding side that really exists in a lot of other marketing spaces, but doesn't really exist in our space. And so trying to be a front runner there.
Storytelling. Liz and I, we love stories, so it's all about the storytelling. We share books. We have a little mini book club. But yeah, I totally relate to what you're saying. How do you touch the consumer's hearts and minds with the story and the packaging of your brand and the product that you are selling, so it resonates and creates traction? So thank you so much for that, Andrew. Thanks a lot. Okay, Liz, I want to finalize with you, unless anybody else in the panel has anything to add. Liz will give us the quick run of what's up with Ecometrics and their world of software and advertising, and I think they also have updates on Walmart. So shoot it away, Lizzie.
Oh, we just had a great webinar with Walmart the other day that was wildly well attended with lots and lots of questions. So you can catch that on our website. We're moving forward with Flywheel 2.0, which means we're pulling in marketplace insights into Flywheel, and we're making sure that people can access all of Amazon's ad products and Walmart's ad products. So that's forthcoming.
I know you guys also raised a bucket load of money, so congratulations for that.
You
And
know,
a few pennies to your back pocket. Okay, so
$40.
congratulations for that.
So that happened. That's been super exciting. We did announce that at Prosper. So we're just full speed ahead in full startup mode, just powering through. And if anybody's got any questions, we're going to be all over the place in the coming months. We've also got Cameron Yoder, my coworker, who is putting out some great content with some brands that we're working with. Those are going live on YouTube about every week or so. So that's been really exciting for us to see the response that we've gotten to that, because people want to hear what successful brands are doing to learn how they can be successful themselves. We do have a question from Marsha about, does anyone have a solid recommendation for an agency to handle putting our products on Walmart and then maintaining and optimizing the business?
I just put a link to a company. They were just on another like webinar with me on Friday, so I don't know them well, but they specialize in we run ads on Walmart, but we don't do like setting up or things like that. So
no, and there are companies that do, like, they take your listing from Amazon and they format it for Walmart and they format it for other marketplaces. And Marsha, if you need some recommendations for that.
Yeah, the link I put there, that company does that, .com partners. So you can reach out.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, so there's about like less than 2 minutes left, guys. So the panelists, if you can share your cameras again, we'll put you on the grid and we'll say our farewells. Let's do that. So we have a nice farewell. So Liz, did you cover everything you wanted?
I'm good. I've just been really excited about what we're doing with Become Cooperative, and I encourage everybody. There have been a couple of questions about how do I learn more about the people that are involved in this? How do I learn more about the services that are available to me? What might be upcoming with the cooperative? And there's a lot of really good stuff coming. So keep your eye on the social, networking that these guys are pushing out, and keep an eye on the website, becomcooperative.com, because we're going to be pushing out some really great content to you that's completely free.
Yes. So yeah. So once again, I hope we achieved our mission. Our mission is kind of simple for the e-commerce world. We want to solve problems, learn something new, and make connections. So hopefully we kind of accomplish all of this today. So I want to thank all the attendees, of course, all the panelists, Liran, Yana, Kevin, Tim, Liz, and Andrew. We appreciate it. We appreciate your time. It's 1 minute to 6 o'clock here in the eastern coast, New York area. So peace out, everybody. Until next time, stay safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Recording stopped.
All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed. We'll be in touch. The recording has stopped, so we're good to go. We're going to end the broadcast. Peace out.